Here is the Africa Business News. Commercial banks in Nigeria are set to begin the recovery of 6.125 trillion naira borrowed from oil firms to brace themselves amidst the sector's recapitalization fears. The bank have reportedly issued correspondence to oil firms, marginal field operators and downstream operators as debts in the sector, according to the 2018 TBN Financial Stability Report, showed that 1.235 trillion naira had been added to the sector's debt profile. Banks are beginning to take over collateral tied to the loans. A management staff of the one marginal field oil firms reportedly said over the weekend as banks followed up on the correspondence sent to his firm. An anonymous management staff said that oil firm formed the major part of banks' heavy debtors list and they have written non-performing loans to prepare for the worst. The bank's exposure in terms of loan facilities to the oil sector is, according to the CBN government, about 3.1 trillion debts. Meanwhile, banks' non-performing loans have been on the decline, and chunk of which was attributed to the oil sector. As the CBN announced in 2019, the immediate suspension of interest and non-performing loans to all marketers and similarly granting deposit money banks the approval to directly debit bank accounts belonging to loan defaulters across all banks in the country. However, according to the analysts, CBN planned recapitalization projects might trigger fresh waves of mergers and acquisition in the banking industry, adding that though the country's banking industry has grown strong, its capital adequacy ratio increased from 10.2% in December 2017 to 15.5% in September 2019, and the percentage of non-performing loans declined from its high of 14.7% in January 2017 to under 7% at October 2019. Banks had helped indigenous firms with financing, helping them become key players in the nation's oil and gas industry. But in recent years, indigenous firms are now struggling to maintain the assets they acquired through federal government's marginal field program. Thank you very much for listening.